Our last piece of class account is the deposit method. Now, one of the reasons that we declared the set accessor of the balance property as private is because we only want to use that when we're initializing the balance. After that, anytime we want to add money into the account, we want to do so as a deposit into the account. And similarly, we should have a withdraw method, which you can add on your own, that allows you to withdraw money from the account as well. Now here the deposit method is a public method of the class that returns nothing. It's a void return type, but expects to receive as its argument a decimal representing the amount of money to add to the existing balance. Now at line 37 we have a little validation once again that we're performing here to ensure that the deposit amount is greater than 0. If the deposit amount is greater than 0, only then will we add that amount to the balance and store the result in the balance property. Now here, the way we've written this statement, we're actually using both the get accessor and the set accessor of the balance property in this statement. First, we're going to get the existing balance and add the deposit amount to it. Then we're going to use the set accessor to store the new balance into the balance instance variable. And as you might expect coming from other programming languages that have this, we can also write this as balance plus equals deposit amount. And that is the exact same statement. First it gets the balance and adds it to the deposit amount, and then it stores the result back into the balance property. So we only wrote it this way here in line 39 because we have not yet introduced the plus equals operator at this point in the corresponding book examples. So if the deposit amount is not greater than 0, then the body is going to be skipped here, and that means that the balance will not be modified unless we are adding a positive value to the existing balance. Now, of course, we could pass in a negative number, which is an invalid deposit amount. And in subsequent lessons, when we introduce exception handling, we'll talk about how we might indicate to the caller that they provided a value that's outside the range of allowed values. And in this case, we're simply ignoring that, but it's a better practice to do what we call throwing an exception to indicate an invalid argument value. In the next video, we're going to take a look at the account test class that exercises this account class that we just finished looking at.